Praise the Lord, hallelujah, and thank you, Jesus. Around that time, right here on KBC Radio, where we have one of the most hottest shows, none other than Lady D and Sir John. How you doing, Lady D?
I'm doing just awesome, and how you doing?
I can't complain.
All right. It's a rainy day in Cleveland.
Very rainy day.
Is the Browns playing today or what?
Pittsburgh.
Oh, okay. All right.
Pittsburgh.
Well, welcome to What's Going On with Lady D and Sir John. We have a special guest in the house, no other than the man himself.
Yeah.
Is that really you, Kevin?
It is me in the flesh.
All right.
Talk to me, Cleveland.
All right. This man has been around town forever. And Kevin, just in case our audience do not know who you are, tell them.
Well, I've done a lot of things in Cleveland. Lately, most people know me from my time at the Call and Post newspaper, where I've worked for almost 25 years.
Wow.
And I've served in several different capacities. I came there as an entertainment writer. I've served as managing editor and as general manager of the paper. A lot of old school people in Cleveland remember me as MC Chill, Cleveland's first national rap recording artist. But I do a lot of other things. I host my own radio show over at Radio 1 Chill Talk. I've started my own podcast station, Chill Vision TV. And I've just also started my own nonprofit, My Cool Solutions. So a lot of things going on. And we just finished this wonderful event for George Forbes that me and my crew helped put together. Actually, we created it.
Awesome. Tell us about it.
We over at the Western Reserve Historical Society, we honored the life of Mr. George Forbes. A lot of people, know stories, know sound clips, but you really don't get to know the breadth and width of a man until you really take time to honor him fully. And one of the most, probably in my opinion, the most powerful politician in the history of Cleveland, Ohio. So we took the time to honor him at the Historical Society, also to raise money for the African American Auxiliary at the Historical Society. So it was a wonderful event. Everybody had a great time. And more importantly to me, Mr. Forbes and his family got a chance to enjoy him being honored with him being there.
And you know what? That's amazing because we're always doing tributes after they done moved on.
Correct.
People need to be celebrated while they're here on earth.
Right, and we kind of got the idea after they honored the Stokes brothers, Lou and Carl, and then we thought, it would have been nice to have something like that when they were here to appreciate it, to smell the roses while you're here. So that's what gave us the idea to honor Mr. Forbes, and he enjoyed it, and his family enjoyed it, and that was probably the most important thing to me. In addition to people finding out his life story, his grandparents were sharecroppers. His parents were sharecroppers.
Okay.
He chopped cotton. So from that kind of humble beginnings to end up being kind of the prototype that I suggest would inevitably lead to powerful black elected officials like Barack Obama, but it started at events like Mr. Forbes becoming one of the most powerful local politicians, but it shows that black men could hold those positions and be successful.
What are the challenges that you would say that black men today have holding those positions or even
It's
obtaining
so
them?
funny because me and my father were just talking about that yesterday. His birthday's coming up, and he's going to be quite old. He already is. But he was mentioning, someone with that much years in life, what they proved in the 60s and the 70s is that black men can hold those positions. Now that we're in the part, he was trying to say that we have to build that part where we transfer and bring people up all as well. We don't have as much of a good of a network as other cultures do in bringing people through so they can just walk in and be a part. And a perfect example is that if you look at Congress, the pages, right there. If you look at the Congress and the pages that are who get accepted to be a page in Congress, this particular Congress, I think is what, 95% white?
I don't know exact numbers, but I would assume that would be close to it.
Right. So that behooves like the Black Caucus or the Hispanic Caucus or whatever to bring more out with them.
Well, you know, we in Cleveland we don't get as much credit, but we were the model, the stepping stone to show that black politicians could hold positions of leadership and run government. Because I mean, everybody knows that, you know, Carl Stokes,
So it's the first black mayor.
first black mayor of a major city,
Of a major city.
of a major
major
city.
city.
Because actually, we've had other black
Ted
mayors
Berry.
we've had other black mayors in Cleveland before Carl Stokes.
That's true.
They were just in smaller suburbs. Actually,
Okay.
the area of Lee Harvard used to be its own city,
Mm-hmm.
and it had a black mayor a long time ago. But I'll let your people do your history.
Yeah, because
on
that's
that.
something to be known, because I guess I wasn't even born.
Right.
So I wouldn't, and no one ever spoke of it.
But
you don't
part
even
of the-
hear about it.
But part of the question that that you asked me is what were some of the issues, the problems that they had, and I think it was an ideology that black politicians could not govern other people, could not get coalitions built with white businesses, with white business owners. And what Mr. Forbes did and what Mr. Stokes did was show the opposite was true. Because one of the things that Mr. Forbes was known for was coalition building. He worked with then Mayor, as president of City Council, he worked with then Mayor George Voinovich, and who was a Republican.
Yes, I remember.
And they were famous for how well they worked together. And those are part of the things that he proved that could be done that people may have thought couldn't have been done.
I see. So what is it that we need to do to keep this going? How can we get our our youth out there now to start filling those gaps?
Well,
Participation.
but that's a good that's and I guess the
We
question
have
is
to
how do we
stress
get them to
that.
participate?
Yes. How do we go about getting them to participate?
Well, one thing in which was good that we were able to show, because we urged a lot of younger people to come out to the event, and not as successful in that end as we would have liked to been, but every single younger person there is a drop that will become larger and larger and larger. And part of the things that we were doing was, in addition to Mr. Forbes, like I said, was to bring awareness, participation, and potency to the Historical Society's African American Archives and Auxiliary, to let people know what we've done, where we came from, and what we can do. And once you realize what you can do, and some of the shoulders that you have stood on, that you can stand on, then it's not the total answer, but it's part of the solution. Is awareness, is education, it's the understanding of history. So hopefully we can keep that going.
Excellent. You have something? Okay.
I was going to ask, what other events at the Western Society Reserve?
They have ongoing things at the Western Reserve Historical Society.
Or the auxiliary, particularly.
That was the part that we're trying to build up. It was kind of on the decline, and that was our mission when we actually created the event for Mr. Forbes, is that we wanted to raise awareness, to hire a curator, hopefully full-time. And I believe the last number I got, I think we raised $250,000
Awesome.
for that Mr. Forbes event.
That is awesome.
That is
Because I
good,
know
because they do need a curator.
Yes. I believe they have hired someone, but I think
Part-time.
they work part-time, correct. So,
that's great, because I know Kier House is doing something for the Stokes brothers. They have like a little museum now that they have put together,
right.
and a lot of the memorabilia is there, which is very nice. So that's coming along really great.
And it's always good to see that.
Yes, yes. We should not be forgotten for the good deeds, because we, as Black people, we stand.
That is correct.
And we are strong in numbers.
Exactly.
It made me think about, I went to see a play Friday, and it was about the town that Black people they disappeared. And the other half was lost without them. And I thought while I was sitting there to myself saying, what would America be like today with no black?
There won't be no railroads.
There would not be a lot of things.
A whole bunch
And
of
the
things.
economy would be just
Telephone.
would be gone because we make up a lot of this economy.
That's right.
We are big spenders with nothing.
Big inventors too.
Yes. You know?
Well, you know
Computers.
what? We were talking about that on the way up here.
Right.
And I was telling you that I was in that play. The play is Day of
Oh, that
Absence
play?
by Douglas
Yes.
Turner Ward. Not the play that she saw,
Oh,
but I was in that
that
play,
play.
in college. And I played the lead role of the mayor of the town.
Mm-hmm.
And just the ideology behind it was powerful, of what if we suddenly disappeared.
Yes.
And I thought about that a lot as I was in the play. And I give a shout out to my director, Dr. Francis Dorsey at Kent State University. Many of you all may have seen him in the movie, the Antoine Fisher movie.
Okay.
He was the shopkeeper who shot the kid when he came in there with Antoine and tried to steal something. And Dr. Dorsey don't take no mess. So even in the movie, I was like, he gonna have a problem with Dr. Dorsey. But yeah, he brought that play to my attention. I had never heard of it at all. And you are right, it is very powerful. And I intend on going to Caremore. I would not. I should have went with you guys.
Yeah, because we all had seats, and it was really nice. You know, I commend Caremule. They're really doing a great job over there, and the actors are really awesome. And just Caremule itself, they're making it a real nice theater.
Yeah, and my
You
guy
know,
over
the
there, Tony
rebuilding.
Sias.
Yeah,
Called
shout
the
out to
Sheriff of
Tony.
Change.
Tony
my
come
guy.
in and he's revamping everything,
That's
so
my
that's
guy.
That is
awesome.
preeminent.
So that's something else that us blacks are doing in our community, you know, because we don't have the Cleveland Playhouse anymore. That's gone, and it really wasn't black orientated,
Right.
you know. So that's the difference. All right, so I see that you're part of the Night of Motown.
Yes. The Night of Motown Magic. This is our 6th concert.
Wow.
And it has been a joy to be a part of this. We've seen incredible shows. We've hosted incredible performances for not a lot of money. It doesn't cost a lot to go see. You can get a ticket for $20
Yes.
and see some of the most incredible, amazing performances that you can see. Everybody that's ever been there has talked about, oh my God, that show was so good. I didn't know exactly what I was going to see, but the people that have seen it, they love it. And I want to tell everybody that it is November 3rd at the Shore Cultural Center, and that's at 291 222nd in Euclid, Ohio. Also, if you'd like to get tickets, you can call 216-253-5432, and it's going to be an amazing event.
Some of the acts I went, was it last year or year before? And, well, of course I saw you and Delvis up there.
Performers, yes.
But I love Marvin Gaye.
Oh my God, you saw Rick
Marvin Gaye, that man was really Marvin Gaye. He performed.
People love seeing that's Rick Robinson. Rick is from, and I actually saw Rick last night. Rick came in.
Is he
for a
coming
second.
back?
No, he won't be in this show.
Oh, okay.
But Rick is from New York, but he was here in the city. He stopped by my second birthday party. Everybody was laughing. They said, wasn't your birthday in September?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they told me they were going to your party Friday night.
That's right. So the party was so nice we had to do it twice.
All right.
So Rick stopped by. He happened to be in town. He stopped by. But I met Rick in New York. I was in Rochester with my friend Anthony Washington, who does a lot of things in the industry. And he said, "Chill, come over, and I want you to see my guy doing this Marvin Gaye set." I'm like, "Oh man, people need to leave that Marvin. You can't do Marvin Gaye. You don't really want to mess with Marvin Gaye.
Yeah.
If you can't really sing." And I went, and this guy was incredible. I called up Brother Daryl, the promoter for the Motown event. I said, "Brother Daryl, I got the next guy for the Motown. Let's see, Marvin Gaye." Well, chill, you can't really sing Marvin Gaye if you can't. I'm like, no, this guy is great. And as you saw,
He was awesome.
Amazing.
I mean, I wanted to I went out, can I get your autograph?
no, Rick is amazing. And we
So,
have just as many good, I don't know if they're going to be Rick, but we have the Men of Motown.
Okay.
Who are the headliners, and they're coming in from Los Angeles. They Al Boyd, who's the leader of the group, actually wrote the Temptation song "Standing on Shaky Ground."
Really?
And so all of the performers are Motown era performers. Either they sang background on some Motown songs, or they all have those connections. But they do an incredible assembly of timeless Motown songs. And we have some local celebrities. One of my best friends, Miss Andrene Font Priest,
Okay.
will be doing Gladys Knight in the Pips. I've seen her at rehearsal. Oh my God, it's powerful.
She gonna do some midnight train to Georgia.
Oh, of course. You know you can't. And she has, because you know you can't be Gladys Knight without the Pips, right?
That's right.
But she has these young guys. I call them Gladys Knight and the Pip Squeaks. They're these young guys, and they. I think we're going to need to look for them in the future.
Okay.
As a group, incredible. Also, the Red Jewels. The Red Jewels have a great story. They're local, but one of the women, Cynthia Woodard, sang background for Tom Jones.
Okay.
Another of the women, Margaret Foxworth, she sang with Al Green.
Oh, wow.
So they have a resume.
Yeah.
And they're doing the ladies of the Motown era.
Okay.
And incredible. And of course, we have Chase. They're going to be doing dramatic songs.
Oh, yeah.
And they're all from Lee Harvard. So shout out to Lee Harvard.
Shake, 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 baby.
Oh, those brothers. It's going to be an incredible show.
So we're going to just shake it on
Oh,
down.
goodness, you do not want to miss. I have tickets for you guys to give away.
Okay,
Whatever you
great.
wanna do.
Yes, yes. Oh, that is going to be awesome. You know, I had such a great time, and they even had a fashion show.
Oh, you were there at you were at the fashion
I
show.
was there. Yeah, they had the fashion show, and they were swinging them furs. I mean, they were just cutting a rug.
Did you win a prize?
I didn't win a prize, but it was okay.
That is another thing people talk about. We give away the best prizes. We give away furs, diamonds,
What?
access to
Yes.
Lexus, to oh my God, a year's worth of free car washes.
What?
We give away the
It was wonderful.
best prizes, and we give away a lot. It takes us time to figure out how to work all those giveaways
Yeah.
and keep our schedule on time for the show. But we managed to make it happen.
Yeah, you guys
wow.
blended it up, and it was just super. And everybody who showed up, it's a grown folks show. So you can really appreciate it. And, you know, but what I understand is like, you know, Motown, it was a great era. But one thing about the music from the 60s and the
Timeless.
70s, it still sounds good today.
Yes.
It never plays out.
Yes.
And their kids, they know about Motown. They sing Motown. That's a young kid to sit behind me at work, and he was singing something. I turned around. I said, "Boy, what you know about
You
that?"
don't know nothing about that.
He said, "Oh no, I do. My mama made me off of that song."
Well, you know, I also want to tell the people that the doors open at 5, but the show starts at 6. And trust and believe, we will start at 6 o'clock.
Okay.
I don't, as host, and I kind of run the stage and the timing of it.
Right.
I don't play.
We're not doing CP time.
I don't care if 2 people are in the audience at the beginning of the show.
Okay.
At 6 o'clock, we starting that show. So
Okay.
you take your time getting there if you want to.
Okay.
You're going to miss Andrene Font Priest, and you're going to be mad about it when you hear how good she was singing.
And what's the location again?
It is at the Shore Cultural Center, 291 East 222nd Street in Euclid, Ohio. It's close to Lake Shore Boulevard. So
And where can they get the tickets?
they can get tickets at several locations, but you can call 216-253-5432. But ticket outlets are A to Z Auto, Bedford Music Center. You can go to the Shore. And one of my favorite places to get tickets, Fashions by Fowler.
Oh yes, yes.
So you can go there.
Go right
East
there,
Family
Shaker
Credit
Square.
Union.
Get your tickets
That
from
is
the
correct.
girls. Yes.
And say hi to Renee and Tracy.
That's right, and get you an outfit to wear too.
You can right. The ladies can get out. They can pick up the tickets and get a real
Get out.
snappy outfit.
Okay. Show up
All
in
in
true
one.
colors.
All in one.
All in
One-stop
one.
shop.
Yes, yes, indeed. So, Chill.
Yes.
I know you were over at the Call-In Pulse.
I still am.
Are you still there? Okay, so tell us a little bit more about the Call-In Pulse and what was and what is to come.
Well, you know, the Calling Post, first and foremost, is part of the fabric of the black community in Cleveland, Ohio. The paper is now over 100 years old. And we've had legendary writers, you know, all kinds of journalists. I've spent a good part of my adult life there at the Calling Post. And, you know, we see people come and go. I still miss our editor-in-chief, Connie Harper.
Yes.
She was a role model,
Yes.
a mother figure to me. I always would laugh. I said, she's a mother figure that can still fire you. But, you know, I met a lot of good people that I still stay in contact with and I still work with at the Calling Post. So, yeah, I suggest that everybody still, you know, support Cleveland's black newspaper.
Excellent. And anything new coming up with the Calling Post? Are we going to a different change or?
Well, we have a new general manager, President Ken Miller. He came in from Los Angeles. I would suggest anybody that has any suggestions or concerns, additions, or just congratulations, call over to the Calling Post and ask to speak to Mr. Miller.
All right, excellent. So let's talk about some news today. What do you think about this bomb in the envelope?
Oh my God. Well, you know, we're living in a really precarious climate, racially, socially. And I always think about when Malcolm X talked about the chickens coming home to roost. You can't send out that type of hate without expecting for that hate to come back home. And,
It's
you know,
pure and simple.
that's right. We're not seeing attacks from foreign agencies, foreign governments. This is domestic terrorism going on, and we need to be alarmed about that. When have bombs, pipe bombs through the mail system, been sent to 2 presidents, Secretary of State?
Ex-Attorney General.
I had to draw the line when I heard they tried to